Introducing the next big thing in wrestling today, WrestleCrate.com, a monthly pro wrestling based subscription service starting as low as $14.99 a month with items that include Mattel action figures, Funko Pop, pro wrestling tees, and signed memorabilia by the biggest names in the business today. For more information, on Twitter at WrestleCrates and our official website www.WrestleCrate.com. What is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and this is WWE Off the Script, episode number 80, part number 3, to close out what I hope was a great weekend for each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday morning with me, where every weekend we always say, this is the number one fucking source for everything WWE, right here on YouTube.com. And once again, thank you so much for joining me on this Sunday morning. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook. If you guys are not following me all over social media, please do so. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I have no idea what the fuck you're waiting for, man. Really, I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for. I want you to F5 that subscribe button and join me for Off the Script each and every weekend, man. Plus so much more behind the mic. I got a few episodes of Behind the Mic coming up. I got pay-per-view reviews, WWE 2K15, and soon-to-be 2K16 coverage. Gonna be taking care of everything you need, guys, for WWE content, all right? Now, not a lot of news this weekend. If you missed Off the Script this weekend, by the way, links are down below for you all, parts 1 and 2. But not a lot of information this weekend, guys. Not a lot of news and rumors for Sunday. But I got another fucking idiotic story right here for Off the Script to start everything off. As you guys know, a couple weeks back, Roman Reigns was hit in the head with a replica Money in the Bank briefcase. Now, Dean Ambrose was almost brutally stabbed in Providence, Rhode Island at a WWE Smackdown event. Unfucking believable, man. I'm going to post a link in the description from Nick Paglino of WrestleZone.com. There's photos and videos, alright? And according to live reports, a fan incident took place at WWE Smackdown tapings this past Tuesday night in Providence, Rhode Island, during which several eyewitnesses allege a fan tried to stab Dean Ambrose. It should be strongly noted that WrestleZone has not been able to confirm whether or not the fan did indeed to attempt to stab Dean Ambrose, but the video footage that they posted on their website and photos posted clearly show the fan was taken down by security, man. This is fucking crazy. Some fans tweeted out, here's a pic of Dean Ambrose after a man tried to stab him at a live show last night. Crazy. They even tagged Grimm's Toy Show in that. And one guy said, hashtag Dean Ambrose almost got stabbed by a fan. Luckily, the security was there to stop him in time, and posted the link all over Instagram. This is fucking crazy, man. Absolutely fucking crazy. The guy had to be fucking mental or drunk, man. I just don't get why you want to fucking do that to yourself. This guy needs to be locked up. He needs to fucking be taught a lesson. This is ridiculous, man. If you're going to a show, shut your fucking mouth, boo and cheer for whoever you want, go buy a $14 Coors Light, and enjoy the fucking entertainment that these guys are giving you by putting their bodies on the line each and every fucking day of the week, man. You're gonna fucking jump the barrier and try to stab Dean Ambrose. For what? For what? 15 minutes of fame? Now you want to be an internet star? Oh, look at me. I tried to stab Dean Ambrose. Yeah, you're really going to get past WWE security, you fucking idiot. Good job by the security to take this guy down. I'm going to post a link down in the description below for WrestleZone.com. You guys can see the video there and some still footage of the guy being handcuffed by security. Absolutely fucking ridiculous, man. Something really has to be done. If he did bring a knife into the fucking arena, I don't know how he got it into the arena. I know security and, you know, the fucking people outside the front door, I know they're doing spot checks. I know they're fucking patting you down. I don't know how he got a knife in there if that's the case, but regardless of that, he got locked away. He got handcuffed. He got taken to the fucking wherever they brought him. But he needs to be locked away for sure, man. He needs to be taught a lesson. This is fucking ridiculous. I hate hearing shit like this, and I wanted to start off the script off with this because I'm not sure a lot of you guys know that this happened. I know some of you tweeted it to me. I appreciate it. And as always, guys, you can always reach me on Twitter at JD from NY206. If you guys got a story I might have missed, or if you want to bring me up to speed on what's going on, always tweet me. Leave me a link. I'll definitely talk about it. So to those who actually tweeted me this report, thank you guys very much. I greatly appreciate it. You guys are always working for me, and I'm always going to be working here, right here for you guys on Off the Script. All right, now, let's get into the actual news. All right. It was back on April 7th, 2014, during an episode of Monday Night Raw, where the WWE Universe last witnessed Rey Mysterio competing in a WWE ring. Since then, the former World Heavyweight Champion has competed for AAA, working alongside the likes of former WWE competitors Alberto Del Rio and the original Sin Cara. According to the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, there has been casual, insignificant talks over a possible return to World Wrestling Entertainment for Mysterio. Per Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, regarding the mention of Mysterio in WWE, he is being told that there has been casual, insignificant dialogue. The thing is, if you look at it, both sides have reason to work together. WWE still doesn't have a new Latin star, and Kalisto and the Lucha Dragons are pretty much typecast for a lower card role, which I don't think they should be. I think they have everything that it could take to be a great tag team in WWE if given the chance. Mysterio left WWE, really wasn't doing anything for him, and Lucha Underground was going to build around him as their marquee star, plus they tape closer to home. The idea is that he'd get a nice guaranteed contract as a top guy with Lucha Underground and still be able to work his indies when he wanted to, but with Lucha Underground as questionable, the entire situation has now changed. Now, Rey Mysterio and WWE, listen, if he comes, if he goes, I really don't give a shit. Mysterio obviously is going to be someone with star power. I know WWE's been looking for a new Latin star. I don't think Kalisto is there yet. I know Del Rio left. They really don't have no one to fill that void. But I think Mysterio could help WWE in some way if he does want to come back. I just don't see him playing a big role. Honestly, if you've seen one Mysterio match, you've seen them all. It's the same shit every time he goes out there. You know, it's just I'm just not into it anymore, to be honest with you. If Mysterio comes back, great. If he doesn't, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. As far as the Lucha Dragons go, Kalisto's offense is fucking awesome. I like the way he gels with Sin Cara. I really hope that WWE pushes the Lucha Dragons, man. I really do. I love that tag team. I know I speak about them highly here very much. I want the WWE to really push the tag team division and give these young guys a chance, man. You're bringing them up from NXT. They gelled so well in NXT. They got over in NXT. They were NXT tag team champions. Give them a fucking shot on the main roster. They got everything that they need to succeed as a tag team, man. Just give them the fucking ball. Let them run with it. You can have two guys be the breakout Latin stars if you want. If you want to give these guys some mic time, give the Lucha Dragons some mic time, man. Really. Get some fucking dialogue going with them in the WWE Universe. Some dialogue with them and another opposing team. You necessarily don't need Rey Mysterio. I mean, Rey Mysterio is a great talent. He's a Hall of Famer. But like I said, nobody's going to lose sleep if he doesn't come to the WWE, man. He'd probably do more in Lucha Underground than he would in WWE. I think WWE just wants Mysterio just so that he doesn't go back to Lucha Underground or that he doesn't go to Ring of Honor or TNA. WWE's like that. They like to grab somebody so nobody else has dibs on him. That's exactly what I see this as being. But like I said, I'm not going to fucking be upset if he doesn't come to WWE. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, oh well. But Mysterio right now, according to Dave Meltzer, casual, insignificant talks. There's nothing groundbreaking there. There's no fucking T's being crossed. There's no I's being dotted. They're just fucking casually talking, maybe throwing some ideas around. Probably going to be talking over money. It's going to come down to money for sure. But like I said, Rey Mysterio right now, according to Dave Meltzer, in casual, insignificant talks over a possible return to World Wrestling Entertainment. The debut of Braun Strowman this past Monday on Raw strengthened the Wyatt family even more, adding a giant to the mix to combat the duo of Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. The additions to the heelish faction may not be over, though. According to the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE officials have had internal discussions over debuting an actual Sister Abigail character to work alongside Strowman, Bray Wyatt, and Luke Harper. Bray Wyatt has mentioned Sister Abigail in several of his promos since debuting with the company, but it was implied that she's nothing more than a spirit or presence which looked over him and his followers. Sister Abigail is also the name of his finishing maneuver. There is no word at this time as to who WWE would consider giving the character to if the trigger is pulled, although it is believed that it would be a female recruit from NXT. The status of Eric Rowan in the faction remains up in the air as he's currently out on the DL with a torn biceps injury. I know some of you actually mentioned to me that Paige would be a great role for Sister Abigail. I don't think WWE would ever cast Paige in that role. It must be an unknown, someone that the WWE wants to get over big on the main roster. I know some of you actually mentioned, and I have to agree with you, my number one choice for Sister Abigail would be Nia Jax in NXT. She's related to The Rock. She's got a fucking fantastic look. She's huge. She can be another imposing threat for the Wyatt family to recruit that, man. That would be fucking awesome. Someone who's relatively unknown would be cast in the role next to Bray Wyatt and Strowman and Luke Harper, and them as a dominating fucking stable once again, man. They could literally take over the fucking WWE. It would be fantastic, man. Nia Jax. Google her. Take a look at her. Let me know what you think. It would be a great storyline, and someone who is down in NXT, you'd instantly be made. You'd give one of the females a very important role on the main roster, which is missing from the actual Divas Revolution right now. I don't know how you would fit anybody else into that role. I think she would play the role very, very well. She's got a great look, but Google her. Let me know what you guys think. And maybe that could be it. Nia Jax as Sister Abigail. But WWE right now is talking internally, possibly, about making a Sister Abigail character to add to the already imposing, threatening Wyatt family. Speaking of the rumors, here's an update on the rumor that came out this week. You guys are going to hate John Cena even more. I know it. Here's an update on the rumor that came out this week to give Charlotte, and plans for Charlotte to give her the Divas title, but plans being nixed, axed, thrown away, forgotten by John Cena. Rumors going around that Charlotte was supposed to come up to the main roster. Take it as a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. Nikki Bella is denying the fucking rumors up and down, because you know how that's going to work. Charlotte was supposed to debut with the main roster. They were supposed to give her the Divas title right out of the gate. They wanted her to beat Nikki and end her reign, but John Cena, being that he is dating Nikki Bella, said, fuck that. It hasn't been confirmed that it did happen, but there was a time when apparently early in Nikki Bella's title reign, there was a movement for her to drop the title, and Cena stepped in. There was also a point fairly recently that Paige was supposed to get the title as the climax to the Change storyline. That was supposed to happen sometime before SummerSlam, but didn't happen because plans changed. There was also talk of Charlotte getting the title shortly after she was brought up to the main roster. At one point, the plans were, and might end up still being, for Charlotte to challenge Nikki Bella for the Divas title at Night of Champions. On WWE TV, when they first started talking about Nikki Bella chasing AJ Lee's record, the word was that she was not going to break AJ's record, even though Nikki would tease it in her promos. Internally within WWE, Nikki is considered to be a lock in a top position for as long as her relationship with John Cena stays solid. Right now, they seem to be headed towards her breaking AJ's record, but they could take the title off of her once she breaks it, so they could push the Divas Revolution idea, but plans for the Divas are never etched in stone. So look at this, guys. I know you're going to fucking say something in the comments. I know you fucking guys are going to say something in the comments. Internally within WWE, Nikki is considered to be a lock in a top position as long as her relationship with John Cena stays solid. So she could be fucking John Cena left and right. As long as that man is happy, and as long as John Cena and Nikki Bella are together, she will have a top spot in the company, man. It's who you know, and that's it, man. It's who you know, no matter what else you got going on, man. The most important thing in business, it's who you know. Who you rubbing shoulders with, man. Who you fucking kissing ass to. That's it. Point proven right here. Do I want Nikki to break AJ's record? Fuck no. Would I love to see Charlotte as a Divas champion? Yes. Would I love to see a program with Charlotte and Sasha Banks on the main roster? Fuck yeah. Let's do it. but I think Nikki is on track and will break AJ Lee's record. The title match for Night of Champions, not really discussed as of yet. I will be talking about that in the coming weeks. But Nikki Bella right now, rumor going around is that the reason why she's still champion and will break AJ Lee's record is because John Cena has whispered to Vince McMahon and creative to let it happen, man. All because of John Cena. All right, guys, moving on. Stone Cold Steve Austin is the guest on this week's Ric Flair's Woo podcast, Woo Nation podcast. The podcast was recorded last Thursday in New York City. Flair and Austin talked about stories from the road. Austin starting the business. Austin teaming with Brian Pillman and Paul Orndorff, and the Vader fight that he had with Orndorff in WCW. Story is about Blackjack Mulligan and Dick Slater in the locker room, Austin and The Rock's record merchandise numbers and the current state of the business, and much, much more. I have not listened to that yet, but it definitely sounds interesting. They also talked about AJ Styles, and Flair put him over because he's a world-class athlete and worker, and he can do anything. Austin said that perhaps his TNA run has something to do with him not being signed, but he thinks WWE could benefit from signing Styles because the WWE locker room needs some more veterans. Austin said, I don't know why WWE hasn't hired AJ Styles right now. Flair and Austin talked about Sting joining WWE. Flair and Austin both think that Sting shouldn't have lost at WrestleMania. Flair says that he thinks Kane would have been a good opponent for Sting, but now, after watching Kevin Owens wrestle, he thinks that Owens would be a good opponent for Sting at WrestleMania, man. AJ Styles would fit like a fucking glove in NXT, man. I would love to see it. I would love to see him on the main roster, period. I'm on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, but NXT, man, can you imagine the fucking matches we would get? AJ Styles versus Finn Balor, AJ Styles versus Tyler Breeze, Samoa Joe, Hideo with Tommy, man. The fucking list goes on and on. Gonna be unbelievable if it does happen. I wish it would happen, but right now I see AJ Styles sticking where he is. He's loyal to New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's making a fucking ton of money. He's a family guy. Whatever his family is happy with, he's going to do. He said that on Jim Ross's podcast, man. Would I love to see him in WWE? Obviously, I'm sure you guys think the same. But right now, I think AJ Styles is going to remain in New Japan. If it comes up that he's going to WWE, unfucking believable, man. I think the internet would break. AJ Styles in WWE and NXT would be absolutely unbelievable. WWE's announced team are about to undergo major changes. Once again, WWE announced that it has promoted NXT announcer Rich Brennan to the main roster. Rich Brennan, who has been serving as one of the main voices of NXT, will now be seen on WWE programming weekly as he joins the SmackDown commentary team. In addition, now that Tough Enough has come to an end, Booker T will now be able to resume his role as color commentator. The WWE Hall of Fame will be joining Brennan and Jerry the King Lawler as mainstays on Thursday nights, man. I like Brennan's commentary. He's got that old school feel. He knows how to call a match. He gets you invested in the match. If you guys watch SmackDown, you guys are lucky to get him. I would love to have him on Monday Night Raw and actually replace Michael Cole. Can't stand the Monday Night Raw announce team, man. The announce team can make or break a fucking match and an event, man. I loved Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler back in the day. They were fucking awesome. Obviously, my favorite of all time, Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan. Can't get any better than those two teams right there. It hasn't been the same since Jim Ross left. If it was up to me, Ross, you give him all the fucking money in the world to call Monday Night Raw each and every fucking week, along with the pay-per-views, because he's got the voice. He gets you invested. He makes you fucking care. Anything that Michael Cole has done and called, I just haven't been the same, or I haven't felt the same about it since Jim Ross left, man. An announce team can make or break a fucking program. Absolutely fact, okay? So Brennan's on SmackDown. That's going to be interesting to see. I might tune into that to see how he does. I wish him the best of luck. I enjoyed his work on NXT, but now he will be on Thursday SmackDown with Booker T and Jerry the King Lawler. And finally, guys, this Monday Raw, it was in danger of being canceled. Apparently there's a fucking hurricane or tropical storm Erica, I believe it is. WWE sent out a tweet this morning saying that Sting will appear on this week's episode of Monday Night Raw live from the Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida. He will no doubt address his actions from last week and why he has decided to go after the Authority. Sting made his return to WWE programming this past week in the final segment of Raw. He appeared underneath a curtain that was supposed to contain a statue of Seth Rollins, commemorating his victory over John Cena at SummerSlam, where he won the United States Championship in addition to retaining the World Heavyweight Championship. Prior to Raw, Sting's last appearance in a WWE ring was at WrestleMania early this year, when he lost to Triple H in his first match with the company. There is some doubt that this week's show will even take place. As previously reported, Tropical Storm Erica is currently in the vicinity of Tampa Bay. and may cause this week's show to be postponed. Sting is currently scheduled to face Rollins at Night of Champions on August 20th for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And now, in an update to this update, it looks like Monday Night Raw will go on as scheduled, and the tropical storm is moving away from the Tampa Bay area, man. So Sting is going to open up Monday Night Raw and address the WWE Universe about why he's going after Rollins, why he's going after the Authority, and why he is challenging for the WWE Championship, man. Definitely going to be something to check out. When Sting is on Monday Night Raw, you know it's going to be a big fucking night, man. And that is Off the Script, guys. Thank you so much for joining me this weekend. Yet another edition of Off the Script closed, man. We're on our way to episode 81 next weekend. Thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for, man. F5, that fucking subscribe button. Please check out my sponsors, WrestleCrate.com, WrestleZone.com, Chairshot Reality on WrestleZone.com. Go download Battle for Wall Street. My buddy Kyle and his team developed that game. That's the reason why I promote those guys, man. I know the fucking team. I went out to dinner with them. You guys asking me, JD, what's this Battle of Wall Street? Don't ask me. Just go download it. It's a great fucking game. And, of course, go buy a fucking t-shirt, man. I don't know what the fuck you guys are waiting for. Go buy a fucking t-shirt, will you? You fucking assholes. Only kidding. Only kidding. 1999 ProWrestlingTees.com/WWE Off the Script. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. I'll be back next week. And as always, with the number one source right here on YouTube. I was going to say WWE.com. I only wish. On YouTube.com for all WWE news and rumors, man. This is JD. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next fucking weekend. See you later.